Hello, everybody. I wanted to go over some of the grading categories that is utilized in the English department and give everybody a chance to understand what our expectations are when it comes to grading in the grade book. So, in order to help you out with all of this, not only do I have an explanation of what the weighted categories are for the items that are going into Skyward and the online grade book, but I also have a comparison, a metaphor, if you will, that may help you understand it a little bit better too. So, just a few items to explain to you as well. We have three categories that are put into the gradebook. The first one is our daily work. Okay, the daily work is our small assignments. All right, that's our journal entries, our vocabulary and grammar exercises. All right, and those are the items that we do on a daily basis and everything. And you can see and take a look about what the weight of that category is. Moving up, okay, the next one that's worth more is the formative category. These are the middle level assessments that we have, and they essentially simulate what the summative skill is all about. These are like our small mini projects, rough drafts and check quizzes and items like that. Feedback is provided at this stage and everything too, and this is what we utilize for our paper conferences to hopefully help prepare the students for the bigger assessments, which is the summative. So with that, the summative assessment is weighted the most. That is our final assessment of the unit. That could be a unit, it's like a unit test, a final essay. This is what concludes the unit of study. And it's at this stage too where revisions are no longer allowed. So to help you understand a little bit better, I have a comparison that I've made when it comes to understanding these grading categories. So I think of daily work. If you think along the lines of like a sport analogy, or even if you're in performance like music or band or anything of that sort, right? The daily work category, that is like your daily activities. It's like conditioning exercises. It's your drills. It's your stretches. It's like your workout routines and calisthenics that you do on a daily basis. These are scales that you play in music and whatnot. These are exercises that are done to help cater to the skill that's being assessed later on. So that's why they're worth the weight of that is the least, because what's most important are our performances. So in the formative category, which is worth this amount, this is what simulates the game. I think of it as like a scrimmage game. It's like a dress rehearsal. It's a chance to run through, all right, what is expected of you. It's a practice run, if you will. And this is where feedback is given from the teacher. So this is where we get to critique. So similar to if a coach were to kind of stop the practice game and what's happening and everything, and then they reset and give feedback, provide comments, and allow people then to do it again. This is why in the English department, we allow students to redo and revise their formative assessments to not just get a better grade, but also a chance to kind of know and understand what's expected of them when it is game time. And so that brings us then to the summative category. The summative, which is worth the most, all right? This is the one that is the final assessment of the unit, and this is the culminating assessment that's given to you. It's supposed to be the focal point of the unit of study as well. And this is, as I've explained, this is game time. This is the time to perform. This is when it's time to show what you've learned throughout the formative process. And that's why generally the summative is what concludes the unit of study. And it's also where revisions are no longer allowed. You don't get to redo after the game and everything is played or after the performance is done. You simply move on to the next one. So that is a brief explanation for you about what the grading categories are here at the English department. And if you have any questions about that, by all means, please ask.